In the world of programming, Python stands tall as one of the most influential languages. Its versatility and simplicity have carved out a unique space in the vanguard of programming. Today, we delve into the heart of Python to explore the three fundamental variables that form the backbone of programming in this language. This video is brought to you by the Knowledge Chest, your treasure trove of information. First on our list is the integer variable, commonly known as int. In Python, an integer is a whole number, positive or negative, without any decimal points. It is used to store numerical information. For instance, if one were to count the number of apples in a basket, the number would be stored as an integer. Python is quite accommodating and does not require you to declare the type of variable when you create it. Just assign an integer value to a variable and Python understands it as an integer. Next, we have the floating point variable, or float. A float in Python represents real numbers and is used to store decimal values. It is important to note that Python treats any number with a decimal point as a float. This is incredibly useful when dealing with measurements or any values that may not be whole numbers. For example, if you were to measure the weight of an apple, the value could be a float. The third and final variable type we'll discuss is the string variable, or str. A string in Python is a sequence of characters and is used to store text information. You can create a string by enclosing characters in single or double quotes. This variable type is crucial for handling textual data, names, messages, or even code snippets in Python. Let's now recap the process of using these variables in Python. First, create a variable by giving it a name and then assign a value to it. Python will automatically determine the type based on the value. If it's a whole number, it's an integer. If it's a number with a decimal, it's a float. And if it's enclosed in quotes, it's a string. Remember, Python is a dynamically typed language, which means you can change the type of value that a variable refers to. So the same variable can sometimes be used as different types. This flexibility is one of the reasons why Python is loved by beginners and experts alike. In conclusion, integers, floats, and strings form the triad of fundamental variables in Python programming. Understanding and using these variables effectively is your first step towards mastering Python. Remember, an integer is a whole number, a float is a decimal number, and a string is a sequence of characters. Python, with its flexibility and simplicity, makes the use of these variables intuitive and straightforward. Keep these key takeaways in mind as you step into the fascinating world of Python programming. Remember, every master was once a beginner. So keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep coding. This video was brought to you by the Knowledge Chest, your reliable source for all things Python. Until next time.